I had some shorts too. Remember when everybody would wear the huge shorts that would come down to like halfway down your knee?
Yeah, that's this during the same
And
era.
the pockets would be like this long on it.
Yes, like, bro, you can put your whole science book on this side, put your whole lunch on this side.
Yeah.
Like, God, bro, what you got? And we ain't gonna talk about what's in the front pockets. But I got 3 textbooks, 2 lunches, and 15 protractors in this damn pocket.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, Smokey, what you seen, and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think, and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we hear on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smokey.
We did.
What's up, broski?
Oh man, everything.
Like what? What have you done this week?
I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do.
God, here we go.
You remember? Oh man, that's kind of touchy. Definitely not going to see the Titanic. That's for sure. That's probably something you wanted to do because you love the Titanic movie, huh?
One of my favorite movies, but why'd you gotta bring that up?
I was topical right now, but unfortunately, I feel bad for those people.
I
man.
do too.
I wonder how that's all gonna play out with the company using basically cheap equipment, man. We may not can speak on it too much right now, but you know what I wanted to do?
What?
I got a cat, right?
Okay.
So I used to be really into dogs. I had dogs, you know.
Yeah,
and now I got a cat. And
We're
I'm
both very big pet lovers.
yeah, absolutely. But I wanted to get a tiger. I was watching the Mike Tyson story. And
Dude, first and foremost, wait a minute. You were not the heavyweight champion of the world. You were not named the baddest man on the planet.
no.
But for some reason,
Yeah.
you wanted a tiger.
Yeah, because if I had a tiger in my house, I'd definitely be the baddest man on that block.
You right about that now. I can't lie.
Who gonna break it if you got a tiger in your house?
Don't mess with that dude. That dude got a freaking...
You see people driving by and you just out there walking the tiger.
And you know what Mike Tyson said? He said one thing about the tiger is the tiger trusts you. But
Yeah.
he said he didn't trust him around his kids or his
Yeah,
family.
exactly.
Because he only the tiger, the loyalty lied within you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, territorial, man.
Well, if when we record, I guess you could leave the
Yeah, but I can't do it. It's illegal. I found out that it's illegal to have them.
true story. Did you know that there are more tigers in captivity in Texas than there are in the entire world?
Oh.
I heard that somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that's right.
Or
but
is that
fact
in
check.
India?
Think about that. There's more tigers in captivity in Texas.
That probably means they're endangered if that's true.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
Crazy.
I don't know. But, okay. So,
What'd you
what
do?
I did this week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't want to be the baddest man on the planet. What
Not even on the block, huh?
No, or not even on the block. I'm the baddest on the block.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to shadow a mortician. I wanted to shadow a mortician to see what it's like. And if I wanted to be a mortician, maybe that's my calling in Earth.
It might be.
Like, think about it. Dude, you know how crazy it is to, like, first, like, to receive a body and then, like, have to prep it up, put the suit on, and, like, you have to decide if the family doesn't if they have a suit that say, hey, we want him in this suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Does the mortician, if the family can't afford the suit, does the mortician decide?
Yeah, you
It's
would
like,
think so. What about the people that can't afford it and they just have the cremation real quick? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
what does the body wear?
Damn, now that I think about it, that's kind of creepy because if you cremate something.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you're losing the suit. Whatever he's in, he or she, whatever they're in, the suit's gone.
God,
do they have like
I didn't even think about that part, dude. Like,
maybe donations or something, or do they just put them in a robe? Like, how does that work?
Go to Goodwill.
Hey, whatever you get for donations for the people that can't afford it, you would think. But two famous people who were actually morticians. One is Paul Bearer, who was the Undertaker's
manager. Yeah.
Was an actual mortician. Also, in nu metal, Jonathan Davis, the lead singer of Korn, was a mortician at one point. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
man. I mean, I was all fine and dandy with it, and I couldn't. I mean, apparently you have to go through this long process in order to get in the shadow of a body or someone inspecting a body. But to have to see
Jonathan
Davis
yeah.
and Paul Bearer. His name was Paul Bearer.
Exactly. I think Vince would do that. Like you bring in a new worker, in this case a manager. You're like, what's his gimmick gonna be? Well, what have you done in your life? Oh, I was a mortician. Perfect. We got the Undertaker for you to work with.
Yeah, because wasn't the $1 Million Man with the Undertaker first?
Originally, yes, he was the one that brought him out, and I guess they discovered like he was an actual mortician. Why is he not the Undertaker's manager?
Look, rest in peace to Paul Bearer, but that dude creeped me
it's scary,
out when I was a kid.
That high
dude.
voice.
The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Man. No, but let's get into the top 3 comments from the last podcast, which was our top 5 reactions of 2023 thus far. The number 3 most liked comment on that podcast is from Mavs Fanuck. Mavs Fanuck. He or she says, leaving a comment to help with the algorithm. Thank you for that. I have a lot of time for you guys and always look forward to new drops. I came here for Ren, but it's you guys keep me here for sure. Nice work.
Thank you, Mav. That's awesome.
Yeah, Mav, that's awesome, man. The number 2 most liked comment from our top 5 2023 reactions so far comes from Miss Amos D. Miss Amos D says, "It's okay, Hollywood." Oh wow, this is going to be a long one. "It's okay, Hollywood. Ren affects a lot of us that way. I like to call it Ren fog. Also, very good list. And with the Guns N' Roses song November Rain, I was the exact opposite. I remember being very, very little, sitting way too close to the TV, and being mesmerized by Slash's guitar solo work outside of the church whenever it came on MTV. You guys really need to dig into Chinchilla for sure. She is amazing. I suggest starting with her latest release, Little Girl Gone, and then Fingers. Also, I really, really, really think you're overdue for a reaction to Ren and Sam Tompkins. I can never spell his name in parentheses, quote unquote, blind eye. You should do the music video and then the live version featuring the angry car park attendant in the same video. It really showcases everything amazing about Ren and Sam and their personalities and talents." Wow. Ren is
what a phenomenon Ren is.
Yeah, Ren is great, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Ren, the number 1 most liked comment, and this is going to be a long one again.
Yeah.
All right, this is from review. Excuse me, guys. This is from Review and Reaction Videos with 7,200.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go through this. You ready?
Okay.
After 6 months of Ren, starting with High Ren, and now with the release of S-Word, I decided to self-enter rehab this week for my month away from the game. Wow. Much love goes out to you, brother. Hope everything works out. Ren's lyrics as personalized interactions with his fans has inspired me to try to find out, quote unquote, how to be me again. The recent release of S-Word was the final straw for me. Instead of risking traveling down a bad path of potentially risking my life in 34 years of sobriety, it is time to get a tune-up. Trash talkers, you're also a part of my decision. Your reactions have been very inspiring, and your openness to showing emotions has been unexpected and embraced by all. Thanks, guys. No YouTube for 4 weeks, but hopefully this 60-year-old will find his new beginning through the very medium that's always been my spiritual crutch, music. Cheers.
Absolutely, man. We wish you all the best in that journey. Hope everything works back out for you.
Damn, dude. Smoked out. Listen, every day, bro, we sit here. We put out these reactions every day. We do our podcast every week, man. And just to see the love that we get from y'all. And just to see how we...
it helps us out. Like, I know a lot of people have said that we help them out on their journey. But you guys help us out, too. Because when we started doing this, we needed an outlet. We did music for so long, and being apart from the group, when the whole group broke up or whatever, eventually you're like, we need a new outlet. We have to have something to put our creativity into.
Yeah.
And we started this podcast, and it has worked out. And we really appreciate you guys for enjoying what we do.
I can't do nothing but co-sign that 100%, man. I mean, this has been a journey. We've got a long way to go, and we hope you guys continue to come along with us on this journey 100%. Smoke Dog.
Yeah, what's up?
Today's topic.
Yeah, fashion trends in music.
Yes.
And specifically when the fans start taking on that fashion trend, because we've seen a lot of artists out there like Prince who will rock this crazy fashion that none of the fans can pull off. Like, unfortunately, we just can't wear leopard print suits with our butt cheeks hanging out. I mean, we could.
Maybe not with the butt.
We could try it, but it's probably not going to work out well.
Why you had to bring up the butt cheeks?
Because he had his butt cheeks.
I mean,
hanging
that's one of his most famous suits. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely. But however, a lot of genres have happened, and the fans were able to pick up on the fashion of that genre, and it works out pretty well. And actually, a lot of times music has changed popular fashion on the streets.
Yeah, I would happen to agree. So, top 5 fashion trends for music, right?
Yes.
Now, I want to hear what your first one is. What's your first one?
Right.
What you got? So, number 5.
One of my favorite, because this was happening when I was in high school.
Okay.
Middle school into high school. And it is the new metal scene.
Oh, with the Jinkos.
Yeah, the Jinkos, the rock T-shirts, and like a lot of them, the Korn tracksuits.
Yeah, or
the Adidas tracksuits.
The chain wallets too.
Oh yeah, chain wallets too. Yeah.
Damn, that dude. Listen, where we grew up, that was. All right. Keep it real, Smoke Dog. Did you follow that trend?
Not specifically.
Me neither.
I mean, I got along.
I did have some Jinkos. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you?
I did have some Jinkos.
I had, I forgot what they were called. I had some huge wide leg.
Your family shopped at Goodwill, so you had the Winkos.
The Winkos.
The Winkos. I had the Jinkos. You had the Winkos.
See, I was into Mark Echo at that time.
Oh yeah, me too.
But there was like a transition period, like between whatever my parents would buy me going into school, which was usually Walmart or something like that. And then I started making money, so I wanted to get into my own fashion, right? And I settled on Mark Echo because I was a hip-hop guy, and it was huge in the hip-hop culture at that time. But there was that transition period where you're like, I've got a little bit of money now. I want to see what I can buy. I did have a pair of huge wide-leg jeans. They weren't Jinkos. I forgot the name of them.
They were Winkos.
No, they weren't Winkos.
Jabos?
No, I had Jabos. I absolutely had Jabos.
Yeah,
but
we all had Jabos.
Wasn't it like kickwear, something like that?
Trash talkers, if y'all know what that is,
yeah,
let us know.
Yeah, definitely. I had some shorts too. Remember when everybody would wear the huge shorts that would come down to like halfway to your knee?
Yeah, that's during the same era.
And the pockets would be like this long on it.
Yes, bro, you can put your whole science book on this side, put your whole lunch on this side.
Yeah.
Like, God, bro, what you got? And we ain't gonna talk about what's in the front pockets, but I got 3 textbooks, 2 lunches, and 15 protractors in this damn pocket.
I remember buying a pair of those jorts from what's the one in Covington? Belk.
Belks, yeah. Belks.
They were called Hot Chilies or something like that. But they had the huge pocket.
I do remember that.
You could bury your arm like past your elbow in your pocket.
Yeah, dude. Like if a cop was searching you, he's dead. God dang it! How far does this thing go?
Where is the bottom on this pocket? Like I'm not hitting anything.
My hand is literally on the concrete. Where is it? Oh, man.
Oh, dude, I saw that too when they were wearing the Jinkos or whatever, where the pocket would almost come down under your foot because they were so big and wide-legged that it was folding up under the shoes. Yes. And they'd wear the holes out in the back.
Yes.
And the pockets would almost go down there with it.
So I got my number 4 is and this is more hip-hop.
Yeah.
But the 90s era of hip-hop.
Okay.
And what I'm talking about is like, remember crisscross? Do you remember everyone
was
wear their clothes backwards and like the people like it's a sin nowadays. Well, maybe nowadays not, but during like the early 2000s, you do not wear stripes and stripes and what's the other one?
checkers.
Like you don't wear something going this way and then something going this way. Yeah. But in the 90s,
crossing your stripes. Yeah.
In the 90s, people was wearing their stuff back, like putting on shirts backwards or jeans backwards, and like your back pockets are in your front. And
that was a short.
How
trend.
do you pee?
You gotta drop them. You're at the urinal with them down around your knees.
Literally, like
you gotta reach back there and unbutton it.
Hey, you reaching down. Look, your belt buckles is here, so you pull it out. Then you gotta, and then everybody else is just like, what in the hell?
Dude, I remember kids tried that.
Yeah,
back in the 90s.
Yeah,
crisscross was like a phenomenon that came and burnt out fairly quickly.
Yeah, and it wasn't even. I mean, crisscross, and we're from Atlanta. You know, crisscross being from Atlanta with Jermaine Dupri, so deaf. But I want to say that was nationwide, dude. At some point, it was like
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they were huge.
Yeah.
For a short period of time. I mean, this is like a span of 2 years or so. Probably 92, 93, something.
Jump.
Yeah.
Everybody make it jump.
Even
in the if I'm not mistaken, the Naughty by Nature you down with OPP?
Yeah.
I think they had their
same style. Yeah.
I think they had their jorts, as you call them.
Yeah.
On backwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
I'm kind of glad that trend fizzled out.
But you know what they say, Smoke Dog?
Yeah.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Repeats
itself. Oh god, how long before people start wearing their clothes backwards again?
I don't know, but it's.
Give me a cross-color shirt and wear it backwards.
Please, this fool. Hey, bro, your tag. You know how you walk behind somebody, but hey, I'm gonna tuck your tag in real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tuck tag in real quick right there.
Yeah,
man. What you got for number 3?
That kind of works off of what I got.
What you got?
80s hip hop.
Ooh, with like the Cuban link gold
the
chains.
big dookie rolls.
Dookie rolls.
Yeah, it was almost like you wore. If you weren't wearing like Lokes and Chucks, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it did. It was regional now.
Yeah, but you know, you'd have people that just wore the jeans, like the normal jeans, and with your shell toes or whatever.
That'd be the East Coast.
Yeah,
with the Dookie roll.
Yeah, on the West Coast it was Dickies and Chucks. Yeah. But you had to have the Dookie roll.
Why do I feel like some of the trash talkers don't know what Chucks are?
Chuck Taylors.
What are you reaching for?
I'm gonna get this right here.
Oh Lord, Smokey did not bring a Dookie roll. That is the 80s.
Yeah,
rocket.
Little too maybe.
No, rocket.
Maybe about that.
Rocket, brother.
Yeah,
rocket. No, but you're right, man. That's that was a pivotal point. Like, I mean, and we can only speak so far back because of how long we've been alive.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, starting, you know, like I said, the 90s hip hop and everyone wearing stuff backwards, and then you coming out with the Dookie rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Cuban link, but
I ain't gonna lie, man. Even in the early 2000s, I was wearing Dickies.
Heck yeah,
with
dude.
the Timberlands
But that was
at
in
that
Atlanta.
time. But
damn, you was wearing Timbs?
Yeah, I always wore Timbs in that time period.
With Dickies?
From about
with Dickies.
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Dude, I don't know if there's any video of it. Maybe I can find it. But our first show, me and Dave did, we had the Dickie suits on.
With Timbs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I always wore Timbs. From like 2000.
You ain't nobody joking.
2003. I wore Timbs up until about 2007, 2008.
No one joined you?
No. Hell no. They were all wearing them too.
I ain't, bruh. We from the same place.
No, everybody, dude. You must not have been in Atlanta during
Dickies
that time period. Yeah.
Dickies and Timbs. Do I remember? I only remember Dickies and Chucks and Dickies and Soldieries.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we actually had the button-up shirts too, but
and then
usually you would just wear your Dickies and just a regular shirt
right.
and Timberlands. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people say New York fashion.
Because when you.
But it spread throughout Atlanta because so many people from New York were moving here.
See, when I'm thinking of Atlanta, like during that day and age, I remember everybody wearing the big shirts and and remember everyone had the tube socks on with the soldieries and the jabots.
The jabots, yeah. Them jabots would do the same thing, like I was talking about with the Jinkos. How they'd fold up under your shoes and you'd wear the backsides of them out.
What do you think that was about? What do you think it was about, like...
The wide legs.
Yeah, like everyone wearing bigger clothes back
It was
then.
so much more comfortable.
God dang it, you got a point.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, there's probably theories like, oh, it started in jail, in prison or something.
That's exactly where.
I mean, maybe
that's what the
maybe it did, but I mean, that's what people say, like, because they always give you the oversized jumpsuits, and people started, taking that home with them.
Yeah.
But dude, I'll tell you, it was so much more comfortable. Like I couldn't pull it off these days.
No.
I mean, even if it was back in fashion, because it would be high school kids wearing that stuff. If it was actually, as a matter of fact, I was going through Athens and I saw a girl
recently.
Yes.
Oh, bro, it's coming back.
Yeah, I saw a girl wearing the Jinkos and the big baggy shirt.
Back.
Yeah.
Well, not only like Billie Eilish. She's the first mainstream artist I've seen wear like the baggy shirt and the long baggy pants.
Yeah.
And now it's like you see all the girls wearing it now. The looser jeans.
Yeah.
Back 5-10 years ago, you wanted to show your figure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just from what I'm seeing in the South.
See, I thought it was crazy. Probably 5 or 6 years ago, I saw these girls in Atlanta, and they were back to the
crop top,
the high top pants that come up to your belly button.
That's happening.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that's from like the late '80s, early '90s, right there.
That goes back to
the acid wash jeans.
Yes.
Yeah, but I thought it was crazy that it was coming back in style.
I said it earlier, Smoke.
Because in the 2000s, they wanted them low as possible.
Yes.
Like the lower the jeans, the better.
I mean, if I could show you around now without YouTube taking this video down, I'd show you. But it was acceptable back then.
It was.
It was.
Yeah. Now it's the opposite.
But like I said, fashion repeats itself.
It will.
Fashion,
it does.
and that's exactly what's happening today. You're seeing people wearing like you're saying, the jeans that come up above the navel. You know what I'm talking about? And like hey man, wear whatever you want.
I'll tell you though, my next one, we're gonna get into yours, but my next one, there is a fashion in there that I can almost put money on will not come back in style.
Okay, all right. So my next one. So this is B number 2, right?
Yeah.
The glam androgynous days. I know you had mentioned Prince, but can I do a 2 and 2.5?
What you mean?
Okay, because I got a second one, but that's not gonna fit because you got number 1.
Oh, well, go do an honorable mention before we do number 1.
All right. Okay, cool. So I'll wait. I'll wait for mine. Yeah. All right. So, but the glam days. Remember when they said like Charlie Murphy and Dave Chappelle said it best. He said the dude that got all the girls back in the day was the dude that looked like most of the girls.
Exactly.
With the long hair and like, bruh, hey, we going over to the men's section, man. I'm finna go get that blouse.
Exactly. Prince playing ball in a blouse.
Would you like some pancakes? Bitches.
Platform shoes.
Yeah, with a gold. Well, but no,
with your chest hair hanging out,
yeah.
the chain hanging down.
I mean,
there.
the androgynous days when we did Guns N' Roses, not too long ago. Actually, in the Slash video where he went outside of the church.
Yeah.
Like they all had the long, straight hair.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not Slash, but
no, maybe not
curly.
I don't know. Slash did have some.
That was, and that was during the dying days of the glam scene, really, because they were kind of that transition out of glam into what was coming up. That transition in the late '80s was more like street. They wanted to be more, a little less glam and more street guys. And then you went into the '90s when they took it back to the grunge scene, took it back to flannels.
Damn, we forgot about the grunge scene.
But during that time, they loved those really tight pants, like the tight jeans. You usually have holes in it or whatever.
I couldn't wear those,
dude. I couldn't either. Like it would be painful.
Yes, it would be painful to wear
like
those.
You saw kids I want to say like the Loopy Fiasco era. They started wearing the skinny jeans again.
Yeah, but now there's a difference between skinny jeans and a European fit or a slim fit.
Yeah.
Now I can wear a slim fit jean. I mean, you're kind of wearing a slim fit.
These are
you're wearing slim fit. But now when you're wearing something like I'm wearing shorts right now, but like y'all see there's some looseness here.
Yeah.
But if you're wearing it And that mug, like eventually this is going to turn blue. All this is going to turn blue.
If you're wearing jeans all the way down to your ankles and people's like, bro, you need to hit leg day.
Yeah.
Then you wearing skinny jeans.
You need to hit leg day. That's awesome. What you got for number one, Smoke?
You got your honorable mention?
I want to save it for after your number one.
Oh, okay.
Or should I do it now?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I wanted to put this as my number 3, but I wanted to bring up the androgynous, days.
Yeah, the glam
But
days.
bro, the goth days. Remember when everyone would wear like the big black goth boots and like would wear
the Doc Martens?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Or you'll see like the girls with like the makeup that like ran down and had like the long. Remember that, dude?
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
I'm gonna keep it real. I was kind of a part of that crowd.
Really?
I didn't dress like that, but I hung out with her. I hung out with
Oh,
her.
yeah, I hung out with those kids.
Yeah,
Man.
they were the coolest,
Yeah.
man.
They were the most accepting.
Yes.
Really, Yeah, dude. It was always the part down the middle, dyed black. Even if they had blonde hair, it was dyed blue black.
Yes.
Black number one, just straight, like ironing
Typo
it out.
negative.
Yeah, exactly. It ironed out, just straight black hair as long as they could grow it.
And
Yeah.
there's this video that lives rent free in my head from YouTube where there's like these emo kids like doing these, you know what I'm talking about? Doing the dancing, dude. Like that just sticks with me, bro.
It's like that South Park episode where they had the dance crew, and they had the one emo kid, and they were like, "What is your dance move?" And he's just, it's like, that's what I do.
And he's probably winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember that, dude. I remember like, and I know this is probably more of the punk thrash, but like I remember the guys even wearing like the big spiky mohawks.
The mohawks, yeah.
And that may be punk thrash, but the goth scene definitely hit big where we are from.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah, there was a ton of kids into it.
And dude, if you really want to be honest, me and you kind of were in the goth scene with the way we dress, just not on that level. Like, think about it. We're listening to horrorcore.
Goth. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really was. It was gangsta goth because we were doing the all black, the skulls, the basically same thing, just with a more urban twist to it. Yeah.
Man, I could add another honorable mention, but I don't know what your number one is going to be. What's your number one?
Number one, this is a fashion that will not come back in style.
You bet money on it.
I bet money on it.
I bet you $100 it comes back within the next 10 years.
How can it?
I bet you $100 it comes back in the next 10 years.
Next 10 years?
10 years.
I'll take that.
Take it?
Yeah.
10 years. All right.
It's the disco era.
God damn it. I lost.
When are you going to see people wearing leisure suits again?
You ain't gonna see it.
No one is going to wear leisure suits ever again.
I don't know, broski and Mike. So you just talking about on a regular day-to-day, like kids just hanging out?
Yeah, like not just dressing up for 70s night or something. I'm talking about the what is it? The polyester bell bottoms. You might even throw some platforms
With
in
the
there.
goldfish in the platform?
Yeah, as long as you can dance in it, you might get a little bit of raise in there. And the leisure suit, and you got to have the polyester button-down shirt though, buttoned down.
Yeah. I mean, literally. You better. I
With
wish
your
you.
collar all popped
I
up.
wish you would miss a button. You button that thing down.
You got to have the coat too.
Oh, the overcoat. Yeah,
yeah.
the blazer.
Yeah.
Damn it! Did I just lose that bet?
You are not gonna see. You might see people do it as like a gimmick for 70s night or something like that, or if there's a throwback disco or something that opens up and people go there just to party. You're not gonna see people in everyday fashion walking around in leisure suits.
I'd have to agree. So I have 10 years to see if that bet's gonna run out.
Yep.
But what I will say, out of all these fashion trends that we brought up, the one that's the most prevalent today, I would say would be the 90s. The with the high, people wearing the high jeans.
Very early 90s
almost,
they were doing that.
You can almost say the grunge scene, kind of, right? No,
grunge, yeah, definitely. Well, you know what's crazy is talking to my daughter and her being in high school.
Oh well, then she'd be a prime example. What's she wearing?
Oh, the grunge stuff, yeah, the Nirvana shirts, whatever, Iron Maiden. That's the thing though, is they all wear band T-shirts.
I haven't
right now. Like all the kids are wearing band T-shirts Doesn't matter what color they are. You know, I mean, Newton High School is 97% black. They're all wearing band T-shirts. They're wearing AC/DC, Metallica.
Marilyn Manson's.
Yeah, and every now and then she says you'll get a teacher who likes to question people, like, name 2 songs by that band.
I am that person. I swear to God. And dude, I was never that person until we started doing Rappers.
You know what she said? The funniest thing she heard was there was a girl who said, "I thought Nirvana was a clothing line." And that's the thing now. If you go and buy a band T-shirt, I don't know if it's on this one, but a lot of the band T-shirts, I don't think it is, because this is this is a Maynard special right here. But if you go like to Hot Topic and you go to buy that band T-shirt, it's actually printed. The label will say Black Sabbath or Iron Maiden.
Got some. Is it say Ico?
No, probably not.
I mean, but remember they got high quality.
There is no tag on that one.
Yeah, I rip my tags off. Okay, go
but
ahead.
no, they'll print the tags on them nowadays, you know. Like, I've got the Black Sabbath T-shirts. If you look on the tag, it actually says the label is Black Sabbath. That's the brand name.
Interesting.
Because they're selling their T-shirts as the brand these days rather than just buying a bunch of Hanes shirts and
they're buying
their logos
brand. I mean, the band names. Dude, real quick, there's, you know, we have a lot of band T-shirts that the Trash Talkers and the Tribe members have sent us.
Yeah.
What's one band T-shirt that you don't have that you want? I've got one that I want.
Good question. What do you want?
I want an Alice in Chains Dirt album.
Oh my God.
The Dirt album. No. Give me the 3-legged dog.
That's what I was
Whatever
gonna say,
the 3-legged dog is. Give me that one.
Man, that's a good one. I mean, maybe a Fall in Reverse. I don't have one of those. I'm sure Ronnie's printing up merch for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's a big one? I always wanted a Rob Zombie, but I have one now.
You have one.
Yeah.
Come on, give me one. What shirt?
I want an old school White Zombie shirt.
Okay.
If they still print those.
I'm sure you can find
cool
it.
to
Look,
have.
if I found a 3-6 Mafia Kings of Memphis shirt, you can find that. I promise you.
Absolutely.
Nah, but can I just throw one more fashion topic out there?
What's that?
Do you think the 60s vibe would, like the hippie move?
The hippie? That seems like it's something that comes back around every now and then with a certain niche audience.
I'm going to say it never left.
Maybe it didn't.
I'm going to say that's the one that probably stayed around to where, like, you know, you see, and I don't know why we keep speaking about females, but I mean,
well, they're the fashion.
They're the models.
Because the girls set the fashion. Like, regardless, you want to talk about femininity and masculinity.
Well, yeah, there were guys that were dressing as girls.
Exactly. The girls tend to set the fashion model. And the dudes will pick up an alteration of that because the girls have it and they want to be near the girls, right? So whatever the girls are into, that's when the guys are like, "Oh, you're into goth? I'm goth
too."
Yeah, really goth.
You happen to like disc golf? I like disc golf too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. You like counting peppermints out at your grandma's house at 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday morning?
Who knew? That's my favorite thing to do.
Been doing it every day for the past 10 years.
Yeah,
man,
that's how it works, man.
Dude, yeah. Y'all let us know if y'all are into any of these trends down in the comments, and let us know if we're missing a trend and if we're gonna have if I'm gonna lose that bet on the disco trend. Let us know if I'm gonna lose that bet or if Smokey's gonna lose that bet down in the comment section.
Exactly.
You got some WTF OMG?
I do. I have WTF and OMG.
You have What the Florida?
Yes.
And Oh My Georgia.
Oh My Georgia. I got one for us.
Okay.
Yeah, something recently happened, and I thought, hey, it'd be good to throw that in there. But all right. So I'm gonna give you the 2 headlines. You're gonna tell me which one comes from Florida, which one comes from Georgia. All right. This is kind of interesting. A unique piece of evidence help police finger man in robbery.
You might want to read that description differently.
No, it's not how you're taking it.
Okay, just read it one more time.
A unique piece of evidence help police finger man in robbery. And when they say finger, of course, pointing him out. I gave him the finger. Yeah.
Unique piece of evidence helps the police finger a man in robbery. Okay, what's the second one?
A driver's car soared 120 feet after vaulting off of a tow truck ramp.
God dang, was he not on the ramp and just said, boom?
Pretty much.
Jesus.
I actually saw the video of this.
That's a tough one, man. evidence or the tow truck?
I wanted to make this one a little more difficult.
This is a tough one here.
I didn't pick one that immediately gave it away.
The evidence. Well, it depends on what the evidence is. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb because I don't know what the evidence is. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say the evidence, pointing out the guy who actually committed the robbery is going to be Florida. And I'm going to say the car that went 120 feet in the air.
Dude, Dukes of Hazzard.
Imagine 120 miles. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he must have been doing the sound, speed of sound.
It was a firecracker.
You got a while to think about what you did while you were up there.
But am I right?
You are absolutely right.
Thank you. I thought so.
I want to
tell me about the car first because I'm curious about what the evidence is.
A driver's car soared 120 feet after vaulting off of a tow truck ramp in Georgia. The wild scene was straight out of an action movie, but it was recorded by a police camera. A tow truck had lowered the ramp to clear a car crash on a Georgia highway, but then a motorist came along from behind and drove onto the ramp at speed. Her sedan launched high into the air, soaring 120 feet before crashing back down to the roadway. A scary spectacle was captured on video by the body cam of a Lowndes, I don't even know that county. Loudons County?
I don't
Loudons County?
But I need to see this video. But go ahead.
Sheriff's deputy who was assisting with the initial crash in the westbound side of Georgia Highway 38 near Valdosta.
Wait a minute. So the person who was initially getting onto the tow truck was not the person.
There was a wreck already there. So the tow truck pulls up and he lowers it back because they're going to pull the wrecked car on there. And while they're doing this car comes blazing out of nowhere.
This is what I've been waiting for my whole life.
Dude, they had to. They had to hear the Dukes of Hazzard theme playing. Are we going to do it, Bo?
Let's do it. Come on. Buckle up. Come on, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeehaw.
Jesus Christ. Good job, man.
God. I don't see in this story if anybody was hurt, but I want to say from the video.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anybody died from it. At least I'm sure when you land from that distance, you're gonna have some injuries.
Yeah, you're gonna injure something.
Yeah. All right. A unique piece of evidence helps
evidence?
Police finger a man in a robbery.
Sure they do.
All right. Let's see. I wonder if I cut off part of it. I think that Ed cut off part of the story, but it says Grissom and his CSI crew would be proud. A unique piece of evidence helped police finger a Florida man in a robbery. The evidence was dog poop.
Bro, what if this Florida man was so crazy that the headline you're reading is actually real? It was actually real, but it was dog poop?
It was dog poop. The incident happened in Miami when the guy robbed a woman at knife point. The victim was returning from walking her dog when she stopped to pick up her dog's poop. The Florida man took her backpack, which contained the victim's wallet. She ran away, he or she ran away, but was spotted by Miami-Dade police a short time later and was detained. Police found some of the victim's credit cards near where they detained him or her. While he was being interviewed by a detective, Carroll denied being the thief. However, the detective noticed a brown stain on the shirt of the Florida man. Dog poop, which matched the poop at the crime scene. The victim and witness also identified him as the perpetrator. He was charged with armed robbery and battery and was booked into the Miami-Dade jail, where he remains without bond.
Listen, I was always told there's 4 things that you never wish on people. You never wish death, jail, addiction, or unemployment on anyone. That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
But bruh, if you see somebody walking a husky, and you plan on committing a crime,
and
she's got the dog poop, you take her.
She
back.
had to have been picking it up right at that moment. Because you know how you put the bag over your hand,
and
you pick it up.
Yeah.
She had to be holding it while he ran into the dog poop.
Can I say something you might not be okay with?
What was that?
This guy was a dumbass.
He was.
He was a dumbass. I'm sorry. Brother, I hope everything works out for you and hope you learn
Get your
lesson
life straight.
Yes,
absolutely.
get your life together. But that was a dumbass situation you were in.
Yeah.
I mean, man. It's cool to have a good OMG and WTF.
Yeah. We don't get as many from Georgia like we used to.
Yeah, it feels like old times. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, this was an interesting podcast, and I'm curious. The topic was about the top 5 fashion trends, throughout music. Are we portraying any today? Like, or is this just?
It almost feels like the hip hop scene went into this normality of fashion. Like it almost became uniform. I mean, I'm sure there will be a trend come along, but right now you see rappers just wearing normal clothes these days.
Yeah.
There's nothing outstanding about it. I mean, except for like jewelry,
yeah, everyone has.
It's still the same jewelry from 2002.
Even then, I mean, Slick Rick was doing. It's the same jewelry from 2002, just smaller. Because remember, people would wear chains like this.
Down to
now
your belt.
They're like here. They're smaller.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I thought this was a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought this was a fun one, man. Trash Talkers, again, earlier we had spoke about if you guys followed or still follow any of these fashion trends today, please let us know in the comments. And
if you're still rocking your fashion from high school, let us know about it.
If you got a pair of Jinko jeans in your closet, you let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%, guys. And again, the top 3 comments on this podcast will be read on next week's podcast, and your comment will be read. Smoked Out, you got anything else?
I think that's it for this week.
I think that is as well, guys. Amazing week of reactions coming up again. This is Blues Week, so we've got some really good blues songs coming up.
Yeah.
And, guys, we hope that you can join us on this Blues
Day.
Blues Day. Today's Blues Day.
Yes.
Absolutely, guys. With that being said, my name is Barringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Kelly.
And we are
over
and
out.
Deuces.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm gonna go dig out a leisure suit, man.
I'm gonna go find a damn